but the answer to their survival lies hidden within the eggshell. For decades, the story of dinosaur babies remained largely theoretical. But recent discoveries are cracking open this hidden chapter of deep time. We begin with the egg itself, the primary vessel of dinosaur life. Eggshell structure varies dramatically across different dinosaur lineages. These shells needed to balance strength for protection and permeability for gas exchange. Size correlation is striking. Smaller species laid smaller eggs, yet proportion matters. But now that we understand the vessel, let's explore the nest structure itself. Nesting strategies were diverse, often involving communal brooding sites. Trackways near nests suggest careful parental movement around the clutch. Some dinosaurs utilized vegetation for insulation, regulating incubation temperature. This contrasts sharply with endothermic brooding behaviors seen in modern birds. Evidence of parental care exists even after hatching, though fossilization is rare. These tiny skeletons offer crucial insight into the growth trajectory of the young dinosaur. The dentition of hatchlings often differed significantly from the adults. How did the baby dinosaur break free from its rigid, calcified prison? Many species possessed an egg tooth, a temporary structure for emergence. This tiny tool allowed the young dinosaur to initiate the critical hatching sequence. The first moments outside the egg were fraught with immediate survival challenges. Were they precocial, ready to move, or altricial, entirely dependent on parents? Evidence suggests a spectrum of early life strategies across the Dinosauria. The diet of the very young dinosaur often involved nutrient-rich regurgitation. A microscopic analysis of fossilized stomach contents confirms these early dietary shifts. Communal nesting provided safety in numbers for the vulnerable dinosaur offspring. Arrangement often maximized sun exposure while minimizing predator access points. Rooting involved careful positioning, sometimes using body heat, sometimes shade. The skin texture of hatchlings often differed from adults, perhaps aiding temperature regulation. But even aquatic or semi-aquatic dinosaurs showed complex methods for managing hydration. The developing embryo's yolk sac provided initial, critical energy reserves post-oviposition. These remains, though rare, confirm the growth rates within the confined space. But geological context helps us date these crucial stages of dinosaur life cycles. The pores allow for vital moisture loss, a fine line for the developing dinosaur. Did parents migrate before or after the dinosaur eggs were laid and incubated? The morphology of the first limbs suggests immediate terrestrial locomotion capability. A huddling behavior in groups likely provided thermal benefits for the young dinosaur. Ontogeny, the sequence of growth, was highly variable among the different clades. The genetic blueprints determined the timing of these profound developmental shifts. Feathered dinosaurs often showed downy insulation, immediately upon hatching from their dinosaur eggs. And the earliest weeks were dominated by avoiding predation to speed was paramount. Escape required rapid coordination between hatchling and protective adults. But what about the eggs that never made it to hatching successfully? Variations in nest temperature could skew the sex ratio of the entire clutch. Periods of drought or excessive flooding decimated entire generations before they hatched. At the innermost membrane, the allantois was vital for waste management and respiration. A maternal instinct, preserved in stone, shows commitment to the continuation of the species. The choice of nesting material significantly impacted the success rate of development. Siblings often remained close, learning social cues from the moment of emergence. But these nurseries were dynamic environments where social structures were first established. The mineral composition reflects the mother's diet and the geological resources available. Every tiny track confirms the long, vulnerable journey from egg to dominance. The nest structure itself eventually degrades, leaving only the robust fossil record behind. The architecture of reproduction dictated the very first moments of dinosaur existence. This fieldwork demands patience, revealing secrets layer by painstaking layer over years. Modern imaging techniques allow us to see structures invisible to the naked eye. Sediment transport patterns reveal how these fragile records were ultimately entombed intact. The ancient environment dictated survival odds for every dinosaur hatchling. But understanding their babies illuminates the evolutionary bridge to modern avian life. The complexity of dinosaur family dynamics rivals any group alive today. But each dinosaur egg is a time capsule, guarding the start of a giant story. The secrets of their beginning confirm that even giants start impossibly small.